So hey guys, welcome back to Fluffy Frenzy or something like that. It's in the night again, so yeah, I'm gonna be whispering this time. But we're going to do the second memory with Puff. Yeah, and hopefully basically the rest of it. So let's go! It's been a while since Puff arrived at your home, and this paper ball has brought him closer to you and Vin. I always say his name wrong. On a sunny day, you and Vin went to the garden outside for afternoon tea. Puff also came outside basking in the warm sunlight. You scratch Puff's chin. He squints. Yeah, I remember people talking about this typo. He squints his eyes, enjoys it so much that he stretches his head back.
고양이랑만 놀지 말고 와서 디저트 좀 맛봐요.
Okay. You know, it's so hard recording with this mic because it's so sensitive. It hears a lot of like stuff. And I don't need to loop back the audio for my speaker, but yeah. On the plate is a tough-like dessert, but upon closer inspection, it doesn't look anything like tough. The smooth golden surface of the dessert is garnished with lemon slices and margarines, I think. Oh, a lemon tart? I haven't had those in a long time. I think it's been years. Used to have it like maybe every now and then on Christmas. You pick up the lemon tart and carefully bite into it under Vin. I never know how to say his name. I'm so sorry. Vin's gaze of appreciation. The margin, I don't know, is sweet but not too much, while the butter neutralizes the acidity of the lemon, leaving the lemon unique fragrance spread it through your lip and teeth. Vin, this is getting more and more delicious.
맛있다니 다행이에요.
Okay. The fact that I know how to talk about this right now. when you're done with the lemon tart, Vin takes a handkerchief to wipe down your fingers. Hey, I didn't get any on my fingers.
그런가요? 그냥 슈슈가 손에서 나는 달콤한 향기를 맡을까봐.
First of all, don't they hate lemon? The smell of lemon? I don't know, I always forget. Before Vin can finish his sentence, Puff suddenly jumps on the table and sniffs the edge of the plate.
쓸데없는 짓을 한 건 아니었네요.
Of course. Cats always want to sniff everything. Puff takes a long stretch on the table and he jumps onto Vin and starts grooming himself.
No.
Sorry.
No.
Okay, you had finished. I thought there was some other sound. Puff is starting to like you.
슈슈의 이런 환대를 받고 있을 수밖에 없겠네요.
But that didn't last long. Suddenly, Puff started scratching his ear. Before either of us could stop Puff, you and Vin clothes are all covered in cat hair. You and Vin exchange a look in silence, then start laughing aloud. Now neither of us can reject his hospitality. So cute. Puff looks at you and Vin innocently, as if the cat hair on your clothes have nothing to do with him. In that case, why don't we take this opportunity to groom Puff with a brush? Since Puff is a cat with long hair, she will require grooming to get rid of the knots. Look, I even bought a brush with me. Their brushes are like so weird. Like, they are so hard. I'm like, it's just interesting that it's like basically needles. You hand the brush over to Vin. I've changed his name so many times. Who has a look of surprise on his face.
제가 비껴야 하나요?
Well, it will be easier since Puff is lying on you. Vin accepts the brush from you. After looking at Puff for a while, Vin starts brushing Puff, starting from the neck. Vin, have you never brushed a cat before?
네. 그래서 슈슈가 불편해할까봐 조금
Yeah,
걱정돼요.
honestly, I don't know how to brush a cat. Like every time I try, they like look at it like, what the hell is this? Don't worry, I researched online. You have to brush it gently.
노력해 볼게요.
Movements are slow and awkward, but extremely delicate. Vin caresses Puff gently while brushing his fur soon. Puff closes his eyes and begins to purr.
이러면 됐겠죠?
Aww. Yeah, I can't believe how much Puff sheds. So cute. Puff seems to understand you meowing in protest. You respond by patting him on the head. Fine, fine. I won't complain about you anymore. Puff rubs against your hand and shows you and Vin his belly for the first time. Oh my gosh.
알았어. 내일도 비켜줄게.
These are so cute. Okay, so now we're doing memory 3. Gradually, Puff begins to cozy up to you and Vin, treating Vin home as his own home. Puff doesn't follow Vin everywhere, but he won't let him out of his sight. Won't or does? At this moment, he is sitting on the step of the first floor, licking his paw.
뭘 그렇게 봐요?
Me? You are reading on the couch. He has his back against the couch while you lean gently into his embrace. You flip over the book cover from him to see you're reading a novel on social commentary with a cat as the protagonist. After reading it, I can't help but wonder what Puff thinks of us. However, even if Puff knew how to talk, I doubt he will tell us.
그런가요? 전 오히려 슈슈가 저희를 사이좋은 커플이라 생각하고 당신의 아름다움과 선함을 칭찬할 것 같은데요.
Okay. Puff wouldn't know that.
저녁 먹을 시간이 다 됐네요. 엄청 신선한 연어를 받았는데 저녁 준비를 해줄게요.
I miss salmon. Oh my gosh. Okay. I will help out too.
연어 요리는 그렇게 복잡하지 않으니 괜찮아요.
괜찮아요. Okay. Then I'll watch. Okay, hold on. Yeah, preparing salmon is easy. That's why I hate that it's so expensive here. Oh my god. Like I could buy like 3 steaks with it. And steak is expensive normally. Anyways, by this point, Vin has already walked to the kitchen and begins to prepare the ingredients. Puff probably smells the salmon, troughs over and jumps onto the kitchen counter. Oh! Fortunately, you acquired enough experience to how to deal with Puff and quickly put him up. Even in your arms, Puff tries to escape to Vin's side. Puff, no!
며칠 동안 슈슈의 입맛이 정말 까다로워졌어요.
Has he?
가장 좋아하는 통조림 빼고는 다른 건 쳐다도 안 보더라고요.
That is literally like our older cat. It's probably because Puff knows you always compassionate and always give him his favorite flavor. Puff seems to really like salmon. Why don't we make some for him? Vin looks back at you, then at Puff in your arms, smiling.
알겠어요. 그럼 이제부터 조용히 해야 해. 알겠지?
A very talkative cat. Puff quiets down as he was told, stares at the salmon that Vin's preparing. Vine, I don't know where. Vine? I need to stick with one. About half an hour later, 2 servings of salmon over rice and a cat meal is ready. Puff promptly devours his meal. Afterwards, he jumps onto the counter to lick his paw. Puff seems to like it.
당신의 입맛에는 잘 맞았나요?
You look up to meet Vin. Vin, folded eyes overflowing with tenderness that slowly creeps into your heart. Yes, I like it too. That's an interesting end. I don't get this end part. I'm like, I don't know, we'll read it because like this one I actually did technically read it before or like read it properly. Oh no, I'm early again. 2 days ago you and Vin received a message, okay yeah, from Godfrey Wyatt. He's finally finished with his business trip and is returning to Stellis. Thus, you and Vin agreed to send Path home together. I left home at the usual time but arrived earlier than the agreed upon time. It is because I am curious. I'm too accustomed to going to Vin's home. Or is it because I wanted to see Vin? With your heart throbbing, you find your keys and head upstairs to the bedroom. Vin still sleeping. I just saw wind blows into the room and gently lifts the curtains. Sunlight shines into the room, thus the civices before reading like a tidal wave. Receiving like a tidal wave. Vin is slowly sound asleep on his side, with Puff sleeping on him as usual. You stop to admire the scene of a man with a cat in the tranquil room. It was so quiet you can hear Puff snoring. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. I swear I had to get this card. I'll see if I can get it in my main account. I don't even know if that's going to be possible, because like I finished doing Benji like I think maybe a day ago. I thought I needed to like complete doing the outings before shifting, but I've realized today that I can't shift and still go back to Benji and do some stuff there, or like do the outings, because there it says like you can't switch unless you've done the memories, and I'm like, that is so misleading. But anyways, it's always been like this ever since the first day Puff came here. He likes to sleep on Vin. It's been really hard for Vin lately, but this scene is kind of sweet. Yeah, I don't know if if another opportunity like this will arise when Puff goes home. I should take some photos to capture the moment. I'm sure it will bring up the fond memories when we look at them in the future. You open the camera and take many photos of Vin and Puff. That's about does it. You browse over the photos you took just now, unaware that Vin woke up.
뭘 그렇게 봐요?
You look and to find Vin already sitting up in bed. Puff is awake as well, held in his arms. You sit down next to Vin. Upon seeing you, Puff inches over and shows you his belly. You rub Puff's belly a few times before handing your phone over to Vin to show him the photos you just took. Look, Vin, I took many photos of you and Puff. Oh my god, the amount of times I have to say his name. Because it's funny because I watched a YouTuber and then I was like, oh, so that's how you say it. And then I was like, okay, I'll say it like that. But then now I forgot how to say it. Vin runs his long fingers across the screen as he looks over all the photos.
근데 이 사진들 다 똑같아 보이는걸요?
Well, I couldn't help myself. How could that be? Look at this photo. Your eyebrows are slightly still tighter than the last photo. And this one, Puffs is mumbling in his sleep, so your mouth is slightly open. And here... Puzzled, you look at Vin, smiling for his eyes. He looks at you with such tenderness, almost as if you were saying loving words, not pointing out the difference between the photos. Is it immature of me to fret over these small details? Vin puts his arm around you as he shakes his head.
아니요. 아주 작은 차이라도 바로 알아볼 수 있다는 건 그만큼 저를 신경 쓰고 있다는 거잖아요.
Of course I do.
그래서 정말 기뻐요.
Oh, of course I care about you. Don't get ahead of yourself. I was actually taking photos of Puff. Puff cries out to interrupt your lovey-dovey atmosphere, probably because you are ignoring him. You pick him up. Come on, Puff, let's get out of bed. How about I groom you first? Oh, that's a different meow. By the time you have done grooming, Puff is already ready. Realizing that this might be the last time you brush Puff, your heart is a bit reluctant. Honestly, I will visit that cat like literally daily. I'm like, this cat became part of my family. I have to see this cat at least once a week, at the very least.
왜 그래요?
I'll miss him. We're sending Puff home too, recalling our time spent together. I'm a bit reluctant to give him up. Vin taps his hand gently over yours. The warmth from his hand gradually calms your heart.
저도 알아요. 어느새 곁에 슈슈가 있는 것에 적응해버렸나 봐요. 이별은 피할 수 없으니 남은 시간 동안 아쉬움을 남기지 않도록 노력해보죠.
I agree to that. We enjoyed every moment.
오늘 시간을 어떻게 보낼지 같이 생각해봐요.
Puff likes the cat meal we made for him last time. Why don't we make it for Puff again? I watched a tutorial on how to make a cat cake with meat, and it wasn't that hard. And with you here, I'm sure Puff will definitely like it.
고양이 케이크요? 고양이 케이크는 한 번도 만들어 본 적 없지만 당신과 함께라면 뭐든지 괜찮아요.
I swear, I love his Korean voice. Like I can't get over it. In the kitchen, you and Vin find that there's no more salmon left. However, there is a box of snapper fillets in the fridge. Vin lets Puff smell the snappers, and Puff starts meowing loudly with his tail in the air. Great, it looks like we can use snappers instead of salmon. Puff, not yet. Puff jumps onto the kitchen counter, probably knowing the snaps inside the box belong to him. He doesn't cause any trouble this time, but just sits on the side watching.
제가 도미 손질을 할 테니 소고기 손질 좀 해줘요.
Okay, no problem. Vin purees the snappers and mixes it with egg yolk and cat milk powder before pouring it into a mold. You know, I didn't know that cats can't take milk, that technically they're lactose intolerant. They're tolerant. I'm like, literally, I knew that. I found that out when we shared a clip with one of our vet friends. So, like, it was so interesting. She was saying, yeah, it could get stomach problems. It was a stray cat that we were feeding. Preparing the beef is relevantly simple. All you have to do is remove the fascia and this word, and then cut it into strips. After finishing with the preparation, you and Vin put the snappers and the beef into the steamer for 20 minutes. Honestly, I want a steamer. Soon the air is tingling with the delicious scent of meat. I'm sure you're hungry. Puff, not yet. I have to feed the cats talking about food. I don't even know if they're making noise right now out there. Vin takes the snapper mix out of the mold after it's done steaming, and with that, a snapper cake is done. You use a processor to puree the beef and spread it over the cake as garnish. It's done, but it looks a bit simple. Vin looks at the snapper and thinks for a moment. Then he takes some cat grass and sprinkles it on top as garnish.
이러면 좀 낫죠?
Actually, a good idea. Your eyes light up at the speck of dark green on top of the cake. Yeah, let's see what Puff thinks. Vin places the snapper cake in front of Puff. He leans in whining, and gives it a few sniffs before eating. After a while, nothing is left of the cake, and even the beef puree has been licked clean by Puff. Okay, so I want a cat like this. Oh, so cute. Puff looks satisfied and meows out lazily with content. Wonderful. Looks like the cat's cake was a success.
당신이 도와줘서 조금 더 손쉽게 만들 수 있었어요.
You and Vin Ginger smiled. Suddenly your phone vibrates with a message from Godfrey Wyatt. Dr. Wyatt said he's home. Let's take Puff home. I'm sure Dr. Wyatt must miss Puff very much.
네.
You hug Puff, who struggles a bit, probably sensing the inevitable parting. In the end, you and Vin put Puff into the cat carrier. Does Puff not want to leave either?
그래도 저희가 슈슈에게 아름다운 추억을 만들어줬나 보네요.
I hope Puff will always be such a carefree cat.
꼭 그럴 거예요. 그리고 고 선생님은 이 근처에 사시니 기회가 되면
Yes,
다시 슈슈를 만날 수 있을 거예요.
we should go visit the cat. Yes, I'm sure we will. And that's it. Oh my gosh. This was a lot. It was a lot. This one was longer. It felt like the ending was longer than Benji's. But yeah, so now I have to record Benji's first part. But I don't even know how that's going to work. Hopefully I'll have enough space and everything. But oh my gosh. Yeah, then I need to show this before.
슈슈가 당신을 보고 싶어해요.
I have to show this part because like last time I forgot. And anyways, but I'm just going to end here. And thanks for watching. And I'll leave you with this, his little sleep talking stuff. Toodles.
슈슈가 당신을 보고 싶어해요. 먹부 녀석 더 무거워졌잖아. 저랑 함께 해줘요. 먹부 녀석 더 무거워졌잖아. 당신의 시선이 제게만 머물 수 있다면 얼마나 좋을까요? 당신 오늘 밤 당신을 사랑해요.